All right, I'm in the MMA Disputed interview lounge with Anthony Showtime Pettis. What's going on, Anthony?
What's up, man? Chilling. Just get out the gym.
Well, I guess that's a good thing because you are facing Shane Roller at WEC 50. But before we get on to Shane, let's talk about your roots and how you got started in MMA and made it to the WEC.
Started mixed martial arts when I was about to turn 19. It was on my 19th birthday, I had my first fight. I started off I was doing Taekwondo my whole life, and I was looking for something else to do. I competed in high level of Taekwondo for my whole life, and I still teach Taekwondo. But I was looking for something to do that was something to challenge me. So I looked into a lot of different martial arts, and mixed martial art was one of the things that caught my eye as a little kid. So I seeked out a gym, and I actually Googled Duke Rufus Gym in Milwaukee. And I found his address, I got his contact info, and the next day I went to his gym, and 3 months later I was already having my first amateur fight.
Gotcha. And how did the WEC get a hold of you? Is it just through the Duke Rufus, or did someone else contact you?
Yeah, just through Duke Rufus. I was on vacation. It was after my 5th professional fight. I broke my hand, so I took a 2-week vacation, and I was in Mexico. And I got the call in Mexico. Duke gave me a call. He's like, hey, take a seat. I got some good news for you. He's like, I got you a 5-fight contract with the WEC. And I cut my vacation a week short just to come back and start training. I would have broken hand. So, I was supposed to fight in April, but I re-broke my hand because I came back too fast. And I wasn't able to make my debut until June.
Speaking of Duke Rufus, him and Pat Beer are the two people you train with in Milwaukee. How much of an impact have they had on your career so far?
Oh, huge, man. Duke Rufus, he put me where I'm at. Without Duke and Pat, I wouldn't be the fighter I am today. Both of them are fighters. They have long careers fighting, so they know the ins and outs of the fight game, and they just, all the experiences that they had, they kind of learned their mistakes and just kind of shared stuff with me to watch out for and to look out for.
Gotcha. And Duke Rufus and Pat Berry are both big through your training every day. Like today, are you training with them as well?
Yeah. Duke Rufus, I train with every day. Pat's injured right now, so he comes in the gym to support, but he's really not doing any training right now. His hand still hurt from his Pro Cop fight. But yeah, Duke Rufus, I train with every day. He's my main coach. He does everything with me.
And does he corner you at every WEC fight as well?
Yeah. Duke, I wouldn't fight an MMA fight without Duke and Pat in my corner.
Anthony, you are fighting Shane Roller at WEC 50 on August 18th. Roller is currently 8-2 in his MMA career. What are his strengths you have to focus on in order to pick up this victory in the cage?
Yeah, Shane Roller is a wrestler. No one, he's not hiding his game plan. He said it openly in a couple of interviews. He's looking to take me down and submit me. So for this fight, I really got to work on my takedown defense and make sure I keep my range and my striking and don't get too overexcited and get overcommitted and let him allow him to get takedowns on me. I'm not really too over-obsessing over his jiu-jitsu game. He has good jiu-jitsu. He has a good rear naked choke and a guillotine. But I'm confident in my ground skills. So, I just don't want him to win the fight on, takedowns and control in the fight. So I'm really working on my takedown defense and my range fighting.
If you do get taken down in this fight, are you prepared to deal with his multiple submissions on the ground and possibly submit him on the ground?
Yeah, definitely, man. I wouldn't say multiple submissions from him. He has 2 submissions that he's good at, a guillotine and a rear naked choke. I haven't seen anything else besides that. So, besides his guillotine and his rear naked choke, I've been in some really good jiu-jitsu matches with black belts and wrestlers myself. So, I'm not, like I said, I'm not over-obsessing about it, but I know it's there, so I just got to be careful not to allow him to get his arms around my neck or to take my back.
Gotcha. And what is since you're only 23 years old, what is it like being young and being one of the stars from Milwaukee, which is not fully into MMA yet, but like you said, is half and half? How is that taking over your day-to-day activities?
Oh, man, it's cool. Like you said, I'm only 23 years old, but you kind of got to get used to this of doing interviews and radio shows and media and publicity. You can't let it go to your head. Once you let it go to your head, that's when I think a lot of fighters mess up. I'm still the same kid that I always been. It's just now that I get a chance to show my skills on a higher level. So a lot of more people know who I am. I always was a good fighter, and I always was a good martial artist. Now, people actually get to see what I can do. So I don't want to take it to my head, and it's really cool because you're young and you get to do all these experiences at this age. But if I want to last in this game, I can't let that get to my head.
Gotcha. In terms of you being from Milwaukee, with your basically you being a star in WEC now, has there more people coming into Duke Rufus's gym and trying mixed martial arts?
Definitely. I mean, I had my own. I partnered up with Duke. Me and Duke actually have 2 gyms that we partnered up in. I got so many people that contact me on Facebook, MySpace, see me on the streets that wanna do mixed martial arts. I actually started a couple of my friends doing martial arts. I mean, I got one guy, Chico Camus, who's coming up. He should be in the WC within 2 or 3 months. This guy's, I mean, he got skill. So I mean, there's a lot of up and coming fighters. My little brother's only 16 years old. This kid, when he comes in the game, man, it's gonna be crazy. Like, he has everything. He's a wrestling in high school, his striking, his jiu-jitsu. So I mean, he has 2 more years before he can fight professionally. But man, this kid's gonna change the game. He's the evolution of fighting. This kid got it all.
So
I mean, Milwaukee's definitely getting a lot more people interested in doing mixed martial arts.
That's good to hear. So your brother's basically learning from you and taking it a step further?
Exactly, man. He's wrestling in high school. It's something I didn't do that I wish I would have did, but I wasn't planning on being a professional fighter, and as a freshman in high school. I mean, I always liked fighting, and I just never thought I would, pursue or actually get a chance to pursue a career in professional fighting. I didn't know where to start to do it. But, I mean, now that I'm doing it and my brother's still in high school, he took advantage of that. He's wrestling in high school. He's doing kickboxing, jiu-jitsu. I mean, there's probably a whole group of kids who are doing the same thing. So I think that the next level of MMA are going to be all full, fighters that are all around.
And let's talk about your tattoo on the back. It says Showtime. How did that nickname evolve, and which basically everybody knows you by now? How did that evolve in becoming your nickname?
It was actually after my third professional fight. Duke Rufus came up with the name. He had me on the card. We were fighting on the same card. He was the main event, and I was the co-main event. It was Duke's last professional fight as a kickboxer. And I didn't see the fight until afterwards. He got to see a video of it. He's like, man, you put on a show out there. He's like, every time you fight, you put on a show. So we're going to call you Showtime. Just kind of playing around. And I mean, right after that, it just stuck, and everybody started calling me Showtime, and that was it, man. I just blew up from there. It's always going to be part of my life, so I figured I'd throw it on my back.
I know a lot of fighters are on Twitter and Facebook right now. Are you on either to stay in contact with you and your next fight and fights coming up in the future?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter and Facebook. Showtime Pettis .com. It's either Facebook or Twitter.com/Showtime Pettis.
Gotcha. And do you want to thank anybody for getting you up to this point in your career?
I want to thank Duke Rufus, my mom, my brothers, just everybody in Milwaukee that supports me, and everybody else that supports me worldwide.
Anthony, I appreciate the time regarding this interview, and good luck to you at WC50 against Shane Roller, and I hope to talk to you again soon.
3 weeks from today, man. Thank you.
WC50 is live on Versus on August 18th. Showtime Pettis will be facing Shane Roller with plenty of other interesting fights on that card. So turn in the Versus on August 18th to watch him in action live. This is the MMA Disputed Interview Lounge. Stay tuned for more interviews from fighters, MMA talk, and everything else regarding mixed martial arts here at chicagonow.com/MMA Disputed.